I want to set this straight right now. This is a serious video on a serious matter. I'm not joking, this isn't some sort of prank, and it's something that has deeply disturbed me and a lot of the people I associate with. This behaviour is unacceptable from anyone, regardless of their popularity, and I'm sickened to think that I used to associate with and defend this individual. This video isn't monetised because I think it's too gross to monopolise a matter like this. I don't want this to become some kind of circus where people come forward and start making allegations without evidence. Those people do more harm than good, especially by invalidating those who were personally involved. Because this is such a sensitive topic, I will be putting comments under review. I know people like to make jokes and make light of these kinds of situations, but I don't think it's appropriate to do that here. Spoctor, I know you're not going to watch this, because you've admitted enough times to me and other people that you don't watch any critical videos about yourself, which is incredibly ironic. But if this video stops one person from endangering themselves by talking to you, then it's done its job. I knew you were a pervert from the beginning. The alarm bell started ringing when you asked young children and those older than you to draw you porn for a competition. But I thought you had the sense and dignity to not go this far. You like to pretend you're some autonomous force that can't be reckoned with, and I have to laugh because everyone knew you were going to slip up eventually. I just wish you didn't slip in the worst way possible. You like to act like a big man, but no big man sends nudes to someone who doesn't want them, someone who is already in a relationship, someone who's told you they're uncomfortable with the conversations you were having, and yet you still persisted to have those conversations. You know who got in touch with me as well? Your ex. You know, your ex who you lied about on everyone's servers, making us ban them because you vaguely called them a blackmailer. You know what? You wouldn't need to worry about your ex blackmailing you if you weren't a fucking terrible partner to begin with. I had to apologise to them because I felt so guilty for banning them for doing nothing wrong but for hurting your fragile ego. I know someone's going to come out of the woodwork and criticise me for using private screenshots, which I understand is a bad move to make if you're doing this just to make someone look bad. But I believe this is a more serious matter that people need to be aware of. This isn't an isolated incident, because I know more than 7 people have had similar issues pertaining to Spoctor, and that's not okay. This isn't just some kid getting into an argument and wanting to shame one another. No, no, no. This is someone tactily preying on people and using their popularity to intimidate them into not saying anything. It's non-contact sexual abuse in its rawest form. I also don't want to be the asshole who sits here and doesn't provide evidence and just expects you to believe me. And the evidence that we've gathered just happens to be these screenshots. So why am I involved if I haven't dealt with any of this firsthand? Because people who were emotionally manipulated by Spoctor have come to me asking for help. Regardless of how many subscribers I may have, I still share a lot of them with him, and I have to give these victims a voice. I myself have had some very unsavoury run-ins with Spoctor, but the sexual abuse is paramount and should not be swept under the rug or overshadowed by petty things. You can still like his content. I don't want him to get a free pass to do this shit though, because he has more subscribers. He's already made it abundantly clear to a lot of us that he thinks he's better than us because of the amount of subscribers he has. Remember the way I managed to make you leave your own server, Spoctor, because I called you out on that? Yeah. I don't want people thinking that this is how relationships work. I don't want people thinking that this is acceptable in any circumstance. I want to say it right now that I want nothing to do with him in the future. Once this video goes up, he's blocked on all my accounts, he's gone from my life. I want nothing to do with him or any of his close circle who will inevitably get involved. I know what he's like. He'll never admit anything publicly, and he'll always want to save face. He'll start shit and then hide and face no consequences. I'm calling it now. He's going to go on a hiatus and not say anything about this. I'm not a forgiving person, and as someone who has been sexually abused in my real life in the past, I have no remorse for what I'm saying now, because I know this shit can drastically alter your perception on what a relationship should be like. People shouldn't suffer in silence, people shouldn't be intimidated by someone just because they have a larger following than them. Because you know what? That following can turn on you in the blink of an eye. I've warned Spoctor that his obsession for porn will bring him down, and you know what he said? He said he stopped caring. I think that says a lot about a person when they stop caring about the legality and repercussions of their actions, and it paints a very bleak picture of them. You want to know what I don't care about, Spoctor? I don't care about you.